Later on in the time of the Old Testament, some discussion ensues about the possibility of resurrection after death. Now remember that in the Old Testament, the concept of resurrection is very late and is clearly not the perspective of most of the scriptures of the Old Testament. But we do have some. In Ezekiel 37, which is probably dated somewhere around the 400s before the Common Era, we have this vision where Ezekiel sees a field of dead bodies of Israelites who have been killed in a battle or some kind of invasion. And he prophesies to them. God says, prophesy to these dead bones. And so Ezekiel incredulously does that, and these bones start coming together with flesh, and they become human bodies. Now, that's an image, although it is not really talking about resurrection, but it is an image of resurrection in the Old Testament. In Daniel 12, we have another one of the few references to resurrection from the dead. In Daniel 12, it says, many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So not only do you have resurrection there in Daniel 12, but you also have a sense that when the dead are resurrected, they will be judged in some way. Since this is a part of the Hebrew scriptures, a fair assumption might be that the basis of that judgment will be made by God on the basis of one's willingness and obedience to the Torah.